good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're at, all over the world, learning people. Today is April 15th, 16th, rather, April 16th, 2020, and this is more news by the number. Of course, we had Kanye West in the news today. Let's see if I can pull him up. Kanye West in the news on the 16th. For this article here, GQ. Everybody quote him today. He's saying that he is the Kobe Bryant of rap. And Kobe Bryant is to rap what he is, vice versa. So everybody making a big fuss about this, and we're going to check this out. Why this report came out at this time, what Kanye West got to do with the whole thing, how he fits in this whole narrative, this whole agenda. Let's go look at it. So what we're talking about today is gematria, set forth from the book of Formations. This is Jewish mysticism. This is Jewish mysticism. This is Kabbalah, called Kabbalah. Kabbalah practice this. This is the ancient art of forming numbers into words and vice versa, words into numbers. In the book of Formation, it states that God set forth the doctrine that is creation. And creation itself is also called the book of creation. Creation itself exists because of words, numbers, and sound. It's called the Sefer Yehitzirah. Go check that out. I've been practicing this, learning this. I ain't gonna say practicing. I learned the code. I've learned the code. I'm figuring out how they contrive stories, news, and reports on a day-to-day basis. Entertainment. None of that junk is real, man. It's very rare that it's real. Maybe on some collegiate levels, maybe in the high school levels, but as far as the world of sports, all that shit is contrived, man. All of it is by the numbers, and it's according to their own outcomes and their own will is scripted. And I can prove that day in and day out. But we're not gonna go too far into that. Let's talk about what we came to talk about, which is this brother right here, man. One of my favorite players. Before I found out that sports weren't real, Kobe Bean Bryant, born on August 23rd, 1978, and died recently, January 1st of January the 26th. Oh, excuse me, January 1/26, rather. 1/26, 2020. His daughter died also with him. A total of 9 there. 9 is the number of transition, because 9 transitions to double-digit numbers, and 10 would be God. And 10 is not exactly 10. 10 is actually 1, because the 0 don't account for anything in numerology. So there's a ritual behind 9 people being killed in that helicopter crash. Just like the 9 people that were killed in the Aaliyah crash, just like the 9 people that were killed in the Dr. Miles Monroe crash. All these things are not coincidences. 9 is a transition number. They used that number 9 and that energy of those people, and those people were contrived to be in that situation. They used that energy for their rituals and for their spells going forward to do what they are going to do for the year. Now, prior to this, 5 days before this, we had the first patient a coronavirus happened on 121. And we know the World Health Organization equals 121. Johns Hopkins University equals 121. Coronavirus outbreak equals 121. So on and so forth. Trump spoke to the Economic Forum in Switzerland on 121, talking about our economy. So they knew then that the corona was going to be where it is right now. So they used this energy of this man's death and the ones involved, if they are dead, to push forward their own agenda, push forward this mass hysteria and fear that we have about coronavirus, which will lead to other things here coming in the near future. Vaccines, mandatory vaccines, biometrics, all types of different things that Microsoft is doing, Bill Gates, the powers that should not be, and the powers that be, all contrived together. Black Mamba, the Black Mamba. When you type his name in full reduction, and I'm talking about in the Gematria, when you type his name in, it equals 38, like pandemic. Now this particular site is full of ciphers. You can go and choose all ciphers and see all different types of numbers that's associated with this name. But the only particular one, see this one right here, the only particular one that I want to focus on is 38, because, and look, you see the Trump number here, 88. I don't know if you know anything about that. 37, like religion. So he has some faithful numbers. So it's no mystery to me why they use him, 47 and 47. Oh man. Black Mamba equals 38, just like pandemic. Pandemic also equals 38. And Dallas equals 113. And I'm going to tell you why this is important. Dallas equals 113. Let's take a look at the clip. This video.
He thought he was on a road trip to Dallas. But he was
you heard what he said?
Thought he was on a road trip to Dallas. But he was on a thought he was on a road trip to Dallas.
Thought he was on a road trip to Dallas. He thought he was on a road trip to Dallas, is what it said.
A freeway to hell. Black Mamba, boss wants his shoes. The world's best basketball player. In his biggest challenge yet. Kobe Bryant is the Black Mamba, a Nike basketball production directed by Robert Rodriguez.
I want you to notice that name now. Robert Rodriguez. Directed by Robert Rodriguez. We're going to go into his name too. But this Nike basketball commercial clearly has a lot of predictive programming a part of it. You seen the helicopter blow up. He throws the ball at 4.1 seconds. He died at age 41. Throws the ball at the helicopter. The helicopter blows up. We know he blew up in a helicopter. Hit the side of a hill or whatnot. So this is a lot of predictive programming. And it's crazy how they set all this up. Robert Rodriguez in English ordinal equals 201, like event 201. If you don't know what event 201 is, you need to know what event 201 is. Event 201 is a walkthrough of the pandemic that we're currently experiencing now by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which also equals 121, like the date when patient zero started, or when patient zero got here in Seattle, the home of Bill Gates, King County, like Crown, like Corona, Corona means crown. Corona actually means the outside of the sun. Even the guy's name that coined the phrase Corona, his name equals 201, like event 201. The sun's corona is normally visible only during a total solar eclipse. So he's talking about the outside, just like a crown goes around the outside of your head, visible around the outside of your head. This would be a corona. That's what they mean when you see the word corona. And I forget that forget his name. He has a weird name. Let's see if I can find him. I got him somewhere. Bear with me. I didn't mean to go this route, but since we're here, we got a picture of the guy somewhere. It's another interesting thing about 113. Remember I said that Dallas equals 113? This was the last game on March the 11th, which is also written 113 across the world. They scored 113 points on 3/11, the last game before they called it a national pandemic. So let's see. I'm got him in here somewhere. Where you at, buddy? This guy that I'm looking up, he coined the phrase Corona, Spanish guy. And this was years and years and years and years ago. I think it might have been over 200 years ago. Here he is. This is him right here. Coined the phrase Corona. Look him up. Jose Ferrer. His name equals 121. 201. Let me see. I'll let you look that up. Let's go back to what we're talking about. But the director, Robert Rodriguez of that particular commercial, his name equals 201. There's a weird symbol. It's called the sigil of Lucifer. This is his logo. You see his logo. Success for the successful is his brand name or brand slogan. And this is the sigil of Lucifer upside down. Notice that. And you see these hooks that look like a Nike check. And this name, successful, or this word successful rather, kind of looks like Lucifer. I don't know. It was kind of weird me looking at it. It's kind of pronounced like Lucifer. I don't know if you can see this. Here we go. Kobe's system is 55 like Satan, like sacrifice. And his logo also, this is another one of his logos. It looks like you're looking down on top of a helicopter, in my opinion. Dallas is 113. Not factual. It's 113 and 157. We'll get into the 157 a little bit later. But look at this. And you know how I am about the Baba Kamal. Baba Kamal 113 of the Talmud. This is the Jewish book, another Jewish book. Remember, we're dealing with Jewish mysticism. So they use their books and they use their numbers. And this is one of the things that they use to lie to us. Baba Kamal 113, this is a civic law according to themselves and their culture that they can circumvent and lie to Gentiles, people not a part of their culture, which is us. Perjury is 113, dishonest, not true, mainstream, infidelity. A lot of 113s, a lot of things that equal 113. Matter of fact, bullshit, not true, fake reality. Utah Jazz, one of the first teams to get coronavirus, equals 113. Johns Hopkins University equals also 113. Coronavirus pandemic equals 113. Apocalypse equals 113. So, and we see this everywhere. Toy Story, Cars, 113 there. And Wally, 113. Finding Nemo, Monsters University. They put this number on everything. The Good Dinosaur, Cars again. That's the first Cars. And the Buzz Light. And many, many, many other places. Kobe Bryant equals 113. Even Michael Jordan name. When you type his name in, to the base cipher, his name equals 113. See that? Kobe Bryant also equals 41, like he died at age 41, and 157. Remember, we just seen this 157. Here, not factual. Not factual equals 157. Just like Kobe Bryant. So it makes me wonder and think, is he really dead? I don't know. And of course, it also equals 58. And 58, I got a list of 58. Biblical, In God We Trust, Kundalini, Solomon's Temple, Craftsman, We the People, Rose Cross, King James. King James actually died at age 58 as well. United States, a lot of 58s. Solar cycle is 58. Calendar, Zodiac, stars, Rosicrucian. Rosicrucian is 58. Facebook is 58. So this was an interesting saying on this poster. You lose this game, you don't go home. And that equals 157 as well. So you see the same numbers over and over and over again. 157. 157. Not factual equals 157. Okay? Same thing. And you know, in this video, Bruce Willis wanted soles. SOLES, like the shoe soles. Kobe Bryant equals 157. Staples Center is 157. Accident is 157. Jelly Bean is 157. Greg Robinson got caught with 157 pounds of weed not long after Kobe Bryant died. What are the coincidences of that? In Cleveland, and we know, I won't make that correlation between him and LeBron James, but there is one. Greg Robinson, LeBron James passing Kobe in Philadelphia. The cut up snake logo in Philadelphia. I won't get into all that. Kobe Bryant being from Philadelphia. It's a riddle, though. It is a riddle. They scored 157 points at the All-Star game, wearing 24 and 2 that stood for Gianna Bryant and Kobe Bryant. Their collective numbers while they were alive, what they wore when they was on the court, 2 and 24. Well, 157 minus 155 is 2. And when you do the Fibonacci on these, it equals 24. Just like their two numbers. And Meek Mill posted this on Instagram, and probably a couple hours after he posted it, he took it down. Look what he said: learn the Fibonacci code and you win. They know this code, man. Many of them do. Many of them know the code. So I wanted to go into this as well. The Kobe system, Kobe Bryant Day. Kobe Bryant Day, as of this year, is August 24th. This will be the first annual Kobe Bryant Day. But if you type in this date from last year, as if they celebrated it last year, 8/24/2019, up until the day that he dies, 1/26/2020, it's a span of 155 days. And of course, this matches this, 155 and 155. Kobe Bean Bryant equals 81. And that's significant because he had an 81-point game. 81-point game just one day after the initial patient zero of the coronavirus pandemic in America. 121, but this game was 122/2016. Well, this is Kanye on the cover of GQ. GQ cover equals 42. Like nigger is 42. Like Malcolm X is 42. Like Martin is 42. Like Martin Lawrence lived in apartment 42 on his show, Martin. Like Bus is 42. Like February is 42. A lot of 42s. A lot of 42 rituals. Kanye West equals 33, and I won't go into what 33 means, but it has a lot to do with the Kundalini, 33 vertebrae in your spine, and the higher learning self when you get to the 33rd vertebrae. So from Kobe's death, 126, and I'm going to get off your plate with this one. From 1/26/2020 to the date that this actual GQ magazine came out is a span of 81 days. Just like the 81-point game that he had. See how they did that? 126 to 416. The GQ cover. So rest in peace to this brother, man. If he is dead. And his daughter and the families that were all involved. And like I always say, man, this is information. Hopefully you get something out of it. As always, this information is freely given.